Good morning children, let's continue our chapter. Chapter 4 sorting out materials. So children, page number 63, let us revise. So fill in the blanks. Plastic is a dash material. So plastic is a non-magnetic material. A flower petal has a dash surface. So flower petal has a smooth surface, okay, not rough surface. A stone is a dash to touch. So stone is hard to touch, okay. Aluminium is a shiny metal and is said to have lustrous, okay. So metals having a shining luster is called lustrous, okay, is called lustrous. A baby's hands are dash to touch. A baby's hands are soft to touch. Okay. A cardboard is a dash to light. So cardboard, it is an opaque object. Okay. The light cannot pass through it. So cardboard is an opaque object. So a cardboard is a dash to light. It is opaque. Now next property of the material is solubility. So children, some substances are soluble in water and some are not. Okay. So you might have observed that if we put some sugar or salt in water contained in a tumbler and stir it well, they disappear in water completely because they dissolve in water. Okay. So when we stir it, they disappear in water. So we say that salt and sugar are soluble in water. It means salt and sugar, they are dissolved in water. It means they are soluble. So water is the solvent. So children, here water is the solvent. Solvent means the liquid in which a solute is dissolved. Sugar and salt are called solute. So sugar and solute, they are solid substances. Okay, they are called solute. Okay, and solvent means the liquid in which they are dissolved. Just sugar and salt, they dissolve in water. So sugar and salt, they are solute and water is a solvent. Okay, so in this case, let us find out whether other substances like sand, talcum powder, wax, chalk powder, soap, etc. are soluble in water or not. No, they are not dissolved in water. Okay, sugar and salt, they dissolve in water, but chalk powder, sand, talcum, soap, they do not dissolve in water. So children, see, salt solution, sugar solution. When salt dissolve in water, it gives a sugar solution. When salt dissolve in water, it gives a salt solution. Sand, it does not dissolve in water. Okay. Now activity 2, take water in 5 different tumblers. Add little sand, okay, sand, crushed soap, talcum powder, chalk powder and wax to water in different tumbler. Stir the contents well with a rod and spoon. ठीक है, इनको water में डाला, 5 अपने tumblers लिए and add sand, crushed soap, talcum powder, chalk powder and wax. Okay, stir the container. Now what do you observe after some time? Record in a tabular form as shown. 2 examples are given. देखो sand does not disappear in water. Sand क्या होती है? पानी में dissolve नहीं होती है. Okay, it is soluble or insoluble? It is insoluble. So substances which are not soluble in water, they are called insoluble. ठीक है, जैसे sand. Or substances which dissolve in water, they are called soluble. Now second is crushed soap. Crushed soap disappears completely. It means it is soluble. Then talcum powder, it is insoluble. Okay. Then chalk powder, it is insoluble, and wax, it is insoluble. So children, the role of water as a solvent is very important in our lives because children, many substances dissolve in water. However, water is not the only solvent used for dissolving other substances. Kerosene oil, petrol, ether, etc. are some other liquids which are also used as solvent. इनको भी solvent की तरह use किया जाता है. ठीक है, लेकिन mostly जो होता है वो water use किया जाता है. लेकिन कुछ ऐसे substances होते हैं जो kerosene oil, petrol, ether इसमें dissolve हो जाते हैं. Okay, so children, see how are sugar and salt soluble in milk? Yes, they are soluble in milk. What happened to sand when it is mixes it with water? The sand do not dissolve in water. Okay. Now next property is, do liquids also dissolve or mix with water? So let us try to answer these questions. So children, some liquids dissolve in water. Okay, so see the activity 12. Take water in 5 different tumblers. Okay, add a little milk, coconut oil, ghee, kerosene oil and shampoo to water respectively in the tumbler. Okay, take 5 different tumblers and add little milk, coconut oil, ghee, kerosene oil and shampoo and mixes with water. So what happened? What is the observation here? Stir the content well in each tumbler with a spoon. So what do you observe after some time? Now record your observation in a tabular form as shown here. 2 examples are done for you. So see children, milk is dissolved in water. ठीक है, liquid put in water. Milk को आप liquid में डालोगे तो what will we see? We see mixes with water completely. Milk mixes with water completely. Milk जो होता है वो पानी में पूरी तरीके से dissolve हो जाता है. ठीक है. Coconut oil, it does not mix with water. ठीक है, and form a separate layer. Coconut oil, it does not dissolve in water and it forms a separate layer on water because coconut oil is lighter than water. Okay, ghee, it does not dissolve in water. No. Kerosene oil, no. And shampoo, yes. So children, लेमन जूस देखो, एक टम्बलर लिया, टम्बलर में वाटर लिया, एड सम ड्रॉप्स ऑफ लेमन जूस, इट डिजॉल्व इन वाटर. ओके, यहाँ पे हमने मस्टर्ड ऑयल लिया, मस्टर्ड ऑयल को वाटर में डाला, इट डज नॉट डिजॉल्व इन वाटर एंड इट फॉर्म्स अ लेयर. ठीक है, इट फॉर्म्स अ लेयर ओवर द वाटर. ओके, इट मीन्स द लिक्विड्स विच डिजॉल्व इन वाटर आर कॉल्ड मिसेबल लिक्विड्स. उन लिक्विड्स को क्या कहते हैं? मिसेबल लिक्विड्स कहते हैं. मिसेबल लिक्विड्स फॉर्म अ यूनिफॉर्म सॉल्यूशन विद वाटर. बट इमिसिबल, देखो, द लिक्विड्स विच डू नॉट डिजॉल्व इन वाटर आर कॉल्ड इमिसिबल लिक्विड. ओके, लाइक मस्टर्ड ऑयल, इट डज नॉट डिजॉल्व इन वाटर. द इमिसिबल लिक्विड्स फॉर्म अ सेपरेट लेयर इन वाटर. So children, we can see that some liquids mixes with water completely and these are said to be miscible with water. Okay, they are called miscible. Example, milk or lemon juice. Okay, children, learn the example also. Other liquids like mustard oil, petrol, hair oil, they do not mix with water. Okay, and they are called immiscible with water. So it is also useful to know that air gets dissolved in water to some extent. Aquatic plants and animals survive in water or dissolve air. How aquatic plants and animals survive in water? They take oxygen from water. ठीक है, oxygen dissolve in water, so they take oxygen from water. Now next property of the material is floating or shrinking. So some materials float on the surface of water and some are shrink in water. तो float कौन से करेंगे? Floating objects क्या होंगे? They are lighter than water. Sinking में क्या होंगे? They are heavier. ठीक है, तो we shall notice that if we put some different objects in water, these either sink or remain or into surface. ठीक है, तो float, for example, a coin and iron nail, a stone, तो ये क्या करेंगे? They sink in water. Okay, whereas a pencil, ice, toothbrush, plastic bottle, they float on the surface of water. So let us identify which common objects float or sink in water by performing a simple activity. So activity 13. Collect 10 easily available objects in your surrounding at home. Test whether they float or sink by putting them one by one in water contained in a vessel. Okay. So record your observation in a tabular form. So plastic mug, it floats or shrink? It floats on water. Okay. Rubber ball, it floats. Eraser, sink. Cork, it floats. Wooden piece, it floats on the surface of water. Plastic bottle, floats. Steel spoon, sink. Pen, sink, heavy than water. Why? Okay, because pen is heavier than water. Glass marble, it sinks. Cardboard piece, float. So have you ever thought why object sinks or float? आपने सोचा है कि क्यों कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट सिंक कर रहे हैं, कुछ ऑब्जेक्ट फ्लोट कर रहे हैं? तो डिस्कस इट विद योर फ्रेंड्स टू नो द रीज़न. तो आस्क योर पेरेंट और टीचर अबाउट इट टू नो द एग्जैक्ट एक्सप्लेनेशन. तो ऑब्जेक्ट्स मोर डेंस देन वाटर, दे सिंक. ओके, दोज लेस डेंस फ्लोट. नाउ रिवाइज पेज नंबर 65. What is a good solvent and in what does the fact help in functioning of our body? So what is a good solvent? A good solvent is one in which solute dissolve completely. Okay, solute means, children, solute is a solid substance. So water is a good solvent, children. Okay, water is a good solvent which dissolves a number of nutrients and minerals required for growth of our body. Okay, second question, ordinary wood and plastic float on water. So write one use each of these materials based on the property. Okay, because they are light in weight, ordinary wood or plastic floats in water. Plants and animals living inside water require air for survival. So how do these survive even when not in direct contact with air? Because air gets, children, we know the air gets dissolved in water. So plants and animals that live in water, they utilize this oxygen to survive. Okay. Now next property of the material is magnetic property. So magnetic property means, children, substances can be grouped into two categories according to their behavior towards a magnet. Okay, they are categorized into two groups according to their behavior towards a magnet. So children, the substances which get attached towards a magnet, जो magnet से attract होते हैं, okay, they are called magnetic substance, like iron, nickel, cobalt, metals. Okay, और substances which do not attract towards a magnet, जो magnet की तरफ attract नहीं होते हैं, they are called non-magnetic substances. Okay, like plastic, glass, rubber, liquids and glass, they are non-magnetic, they do not attract towards a magnet. Okay, and nickel, iron, cobalt, they attract towards a magnet, so they are called magnetic substances. Okay, so they are substances, they are classified into two groups, magnetic and non-magnetic group. Now next property is conductivity. Conduction of electricity. So some substances, like most of the materials which allow electricity to pass through them, are called conductors of electricity. ठीक है, कुछ ऐसे substances होते हैं जो अपने substances होती है, जैसे ज़्यादातर metals, वो क्या करते हैं, अपने में से electricity को pass होने देते हैं. So they are called conductors of electricity, and this property is called conductivity. इस property को क्या कहते हैं, conductivity. Other materials do not allow electricity to pass through them. Okay, and they are called insulators. So clear children, conductivity means they allow electricity to pass through them. Okay, but some materials do not allow electricity to pass through them, and they are called insulators. Then conduction of heat. Some materials are good conductors of heat. Good conductors of heat का मतलब क्या होता है, they allow to pass through heat. वो क्या करते हैं, heat को अपने से pass होने देते हैं. ठीक है, while others are bad. So we can group the materials into two classes on the basis of conduction of heat through them. Good conductors and bad conductors. Good conductors means substances which allow heat to pass through them. ओके, जो सब्सटेंस अपने में से हीट को पास होने देते हैं. एग्जाम्पल, मोस्ट ऑफ द मेटल्स. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ द मेटल्स, दे आर गुड कंडक्टर्स ऑफ हीट. सिल्वर इज द बेस्ट कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. नाउ बैड कंडक्टर मीन्स सब्सटेंसेस विच डू नॉट अलाउ हीट टू पास थ्रू देम, जो अपने में से हीट को पास नहीं होने देते हैं. एग्जाम्पल, प्लास्टिक, वुड, रबर, एट्सेट्रा. So children, matter can be classified on the basis of their physical state, solubility, appearance, hardness, transparency, or conduction of heat and electricity, which makes their study convenient and also help us in deciding their different uses in different fields. Okay children, so this much for today's class. Thank you.